Hi everyone, welcome to our next edition of our Wine Wednesday Chat at Home sessions. We're up to number 3, and so if you're joining us for the first time today, it's great to see you and thanks for participating. And if you're joining us again,
Hi Louise Russell.
We have some regular followers, so it's lovely to see your names popping up now. It's great to have you back.
Yeah, welcome everyone, and welcome to the vineyard.
Yeah.
So we were a bit worried that we might have a little bit of fading light and you mightn't actually be able to see us in the dark, but it's been a beautiful day and the light's still
we should pop out the way so you can actually see
there you go.
The vineyard behind us.
You see that there? That's looking sort of easterly back down towards Woodside. So, and I hope everyone can hear because we're outside a little bit.
Yeah, let us know if you can't hear or if at any point the light gets a bit dim. We can tweak a couple of things.
Yeah, so just shout out.
But not much because we're not that tech savvy. You can see in the sky today, when we get out the way, you can see there's a bit of smoke haze there in the distance. So there was a burn off, I think it was at Cleland in the hills today, and it's been a funny day. It's been this sort of orangey sunlight hanging around all day because of the smoke. So it's a bit ironic seeing as we're sitting in our sort of semi-charred vineyard. When you sort of see that orange light again, it's a bit weird, but anyway.
So they're doing a lot of controlled burns at the moment, trying to get in a bit of hazard reduction before winter. So there's a lot of stuff going on.
Hi Alex, I know we're on the deck. We're a bit worried because the deck is a little bit sticky and we're feeling like we shouldn't be on here. Darren even made me take off my boots. So anyway, where we're sitting tonight is actually on one of our tasting decks that make up one of our wine experiences here, which is our wine safari. So on that experience, you travel around the vineyard with us and do some little alfresco tastings with snacks at 3 different platforms. And this is platform number 2, and it's in a gorgeous location because when you're sitting here, you can obviously get that view behind you. And I'm just going to swivel the camera so you can see it's actually right underneath this beautiful massive gum tree there that unfortunately she got a bit charred during the fire, but she actually survived. It's only the bottom bit here that's burnt, and if we'll just pan around, you can see there up through this section here, you can see it got really burnt. A lot of these trees were very badly damaged, but you know, look at them coming back. They're so strong and resilient. It's awesome to see that. And you can see the green grass growing with the rain that we've had since the fire. So in terms of regeneration, we're not doing too badly. And small steps like getting this deck rebuilt by the wonderful Alex from Barnard Constructions, it's all a step in the right direction for us to get those wine experiences up and running again when the COVID-19 situation sorts itself out and we're able to open again. So
it's part of the planning.
Yeah. So that's sort of a little bit of some of the stuff we've been working on. The nest has been repainted, new floor put in, getting ready for reweaving as well, which I know we mentioned last week. Hi Richard, good to see you again.
G'day Andy, how you going?
So we should talk about
so we're here for today. I've been here drinking while Lucy's talking. So we've got some rosé in the glass. Nice night for it.
Yeah.
So this is our East End rosé. So
there we go.
Yep, similar sort of story to our market series that we chatted about the other week. It's a nice, it's a Pinot Noir rosé, so it's made from 100% Pinot Noir. Sees a little bit of skin contact to get that sort of blush salmon colour. So rosé, as you'll know, is quite fashionable to be lighter and lighter in colour, along the lines of French provincial rosés. They're becoming quite sort of delicate and feminine in their appearance, rather than the deep sort of Alicante colours that we used to see. Alicante Boucher from Rockfords. And also the style is evolving as we sort of look to more lighter, fresher, vibrant sorts of beverages. So this is along those lines. So important to get the acids right and nice and fresh without being too tart, but then some nice flavour in the wine to to accompany that sort of brightness and freshness. So
Rosé is very much about fashion, I guess. That's how I think about it. We put it in a clear bottle so we can show off that beautiful blush colour. It's one of those wines that definitely sort of follows a trend and follows, I guess, what's popular in the market. And as Darren said, that French provincial style has become that really bone dry, savoury style of Pinot. Of Rosé, and ours being 100% Pinot. You get that lovely strawberry-like character on the nose, a bit of Turkish delight, but it's got quite a herbal and savoury palate, which is really lovely. So it's not. Some people have been put off with rosés over the year because they can have been a sweeter style, but this particular style is very much dry, bone dry, really.
And rosé is made from a lot of different grapes. Grenache is quite often a base wine to make rosé from, which gives you a whole different colour spectrum. Tempranillo, Sangiovese, some of those varieties.
Cabernet Franc.
But when you use Pinot Noir, it gives you more of a almost like a brick reddy colour rather than the sort of
salmon, isn't it?
Yeah, rather than the sort
Rusty.
of deeper reds and those sorts of hues. But nice and pretty, nice and fresh, nice and vibrant. So,
is anyone out there drinking rosé tonight? Do you have rosé in your glass? I know we've got a few people out there that have bought our Wine Wednesday Chat at Home packs. So I hope if you're joining us tonight, you've cracked a bottle of the East End rosé to enjoy. For those of, there we go, Liz Mackenzie. Yes,
well done, Liz.
Well done.
Hope you enjoy it.
So for those of you that don't know, we actually do have a wine pack available online, and now because we're open for wine sales, just takeaway wine sales at the cellar door, you can actually buy our Wine Wednesday Chat at Home pack, and that has every wine that we'll be talking about across this series of live chats, so you get to enjoy that along with us. So thank you to the people who have purchased that pack. That's really awesome. That you've got the wines to drink at home while we're drinking along.
I'm glad your pack arrived, Rebecca.
Oh, good. I know there's been some delays with
it's been
deliveries.
interesting with
Australia
online
Post.
sales and Australia Post, because everyone's been smashing it. But now they're having to sort of speed up their logistics and get more vans and less motorbikes and all that sort of stuff, and get product out to people, whether it be, Ugg boots, Lucy.
Yes, I bought myself a pair of Ugg boots. Had to wait for them for a while, but they arrived yesterday and they are awesome. So Liz is just asking there, would there be much difference between the 17 and the 18? Not a lot of difference, probably just a little bit more
It's the same variety, so we've always made rosé out of Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
So the profile of the wine will be the same. Time will have aged that wine a little bit more, so it would have lost some of the more primary fruit flavours, and we'll be starting to develop probably more herbal elements. Without actually seeing the two together, I don't know. It might have been picked at a slightly different ripeness. So there'll be subtle differences, but the style will be the same.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I can see more people have got their packs. That's awesome.
Excellent. So this week we should chat about what we've sort of been up to this week.
Yep.
So this week's been an interesting week because obviously we've had changes to our cellar door situation and take home wine. So we've had a few people turn up and buy wine takeaways through the cellar door, which has been great.
It has been great.
Having to constantly sort of emphasise that we need to make sure that no one consumes and stays on the premises.
I know, it's
Because
so tempting, but
it is really difficult at the moment because we seem to be on top of things and everything is heading in the right direction as to when things open up a little bit, and we're all, I think those amongst us who are conscious of what's going on in other places and around the world, we need to be careful, but we also want to get back to some sort of normality. Like it's a real challenge socially to constantly be having your foot on the brake and not seeing people, and having days where you're just wondering what the other side's going to look like. So,
is there a bush I can hide in with my bottle? No. No, there is not.
well, we actually had
we've had the police
the
come out.
constabulary turn up on the first day,
as
and
they
check
should
out.
be, checking everyone out.
Yeah.
You know, it's really important. I said, I think I said it last week. Everyone has done such a good job in getting to this point. Things will happen gradually from now, I imagine, and we just have to roll with that. And but the exciting thing is, something funny has happened with our colour there. We are starting our takeaway food menu on Friday. Yeah. What are we? Wednesday. We're Wine Wednesday. So
takeaway pizzas
on Friday, Saturday, Sunday this weekend, and then every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday after that, we've got our Golding to Go weekend takeaway menu. So that mainly consists of items cooked in the wood oven. So pizzas, lots of pizzas. We've got some hot wings, we've got some meatballs, some really yummy stuff. So our guys in the kitchen are so keen to get back and get busy. So they've been working away on a menu, which I will post everywhere tomorrow. It's almost finalised. We're just getting the graphics and stuff.
There's only so many jars of relish and chutneys and serving that you can do. And
they've done a great job.
Yeah.
They have done a great job.
So, you know, they're
Oh, Louis. Louis's here. Did you hear that, everybody? What did you see, Louis? Oh, look at his feet. He's so dusty. Yeah, okay. Quiet down there. Quiet.
Come on, mate.
He's the dog that never barks. How funny.
Well, we should actually go for a bit of a spin before it gets too dark.
By spin, you're meaning walk?
Yeah. We're going to go for a bit of a walk, and we'll just see how we go holding the camera and doing all that. So just bear with us with the motion sickness for a little bit.
Just reading a few more comments. Is it challenging if you... Yeah, well, we can definitely space people out here. So if there's more... If the numbers start getting to 10, then people will just have to wait in their cars, and we can ring them when their orders are ready to come and pick up from the pizza oven. So
if you get the camera, I'll get the wine, and maybe do some shots of Louis on our way for a little bit of a walk.
Okay. Right? I need to put my boots on. Excuse me, just for 1 second, Darren. You can keep talking. Oh, we didn't talk about food matches.
Oh, you're the chief on that.
So in terms of food match for Rosé, for me, it's the ultimate picnic wine. I just, when I think about drinking Rosé, I think about sitting down, enjoying a picnic, having some pâté, some cheese, some crusty bread. So I packed us a little bit of a picnic for our tasting tonight.
That I haven't been able to eat at this point.
No, Darren's he was going to eat my whole picnic prop before we even started. So that's always a danger. But but also anything lovely and fresh, anything sort of spring. Last week we talked about with Chardonnay, autumn foods are really well matched to Chardonnay. Well, spring and summer is sort of like your perfect rosé time. So if you think of fresh salads and quiches, like terrines, things like that, it's just the perfect kind of match for a beautiful dry and savoury rosé. Charlesworth Millionaires Mix, Kate Rowan. Yep, she's on it. Anything salty and savoury?
So let's see what Louis thinks of this. What do you think, Lou Dog? Louis, what do you think, mate? Hey.
Okay. What we're going to do is we are going to...
Flex it.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. No idea what happened then, but I think it just picked up me saying walk and then started to play something on my playlist. Sorry.
Right.
Okay, so I will, Darren, if you can just hold my glass. Sure. We are now walking to our...
Walk up to the nest, eh?
Yep, we're going to take a walk up to the nest, which we've been... getting ready, as I said. Let us know too whether there's any issues with the sound as we're doing this, because this is a bit impromptu. We weren't actually going to leave the deck, but it's such a nice night.
Venture out.
And you've got to think, hey,
so you can sort of see
what the hell?
All the trees are starting to reshoot. So this was pretty much ground zero fire-wise. So the fire came right through here, and it was a pretty full-on part of the burn. Actually, this Friday night we're doing a bit of a thing on Gardening Australia. So if you're tuning in,
if you stay there, I'll put it on you.
We're going to talk about some of the vine issues that we are working on and how we're rejuvenating the vineyard. So tune into that, and that was filmed
not very long after the fire, really.
Yeah, good couple of months ago, but interesting stuff. So yeah, should be good. This is quite a steep hill, so it
is. If we start puffing, when will the nest be ready? So the nest will be ready in spring. So we will recut the willow from the fence line where we get it from on our property, and weave in winter, and then it'll be open in spring. And then as soon as the weather turns and we get some fine weather,
so we built this little road recently, which is pretty cool. So it sort of weaves its way through what'll be...
Yes, we're puffing. I know. Bushland. And I consider myself to be quite fit at the moment.
Too much wine Wednesdays.
So this little track is going to bring you through this section of bushland. Hopefully I'm not being too wobbly on the camera.
What do you think, Louis?
And then arrival up at the nest. It's actually a really gorgeous piece of bushland through here. It is a shame that this was hit so hard in the fire. There's a lot of native orchids that grow in here. And it's just a really pretty...
Yeah, so there are a few other plans for where Lucy's shooting now that will hopefully get underway in the next 12 months. But more of the unique tourism experiences and stuff like that. But a couple of exciting things we're working on.
Now more naked, sorry. Whoops, slip of the tongue there. No one's getting naked. Or the nest is naked. It's about as naked as it could get. So
I've had to clean up a few trees here. A couple of trees to the right here were badly damaged that we had to pull down. They were unsafe, so they burnt out at the bottom. But most of them have survived. The nest itself, so this was the structure underneath all the willow. Our step.
It's burnt, but it's still there.
Had to replace the floor and a few things, and then now we will, so this was the little opening, and now we will weave in and out of all of this structure and make it into our bird's nest. So that'll take us
many hours.
Yeah, quite a long time.
Many hours. But it's worth it.
We're getting there.
It's worth it. And look at that.
Yep.
Look at that. Just one little stump that's like,
trying hard.
I can do this.
Yeah.
So
in terms of the vineyard, we're not far away from just all our wintertime chops. So we'll barrel prune the vineyard pretty soon, and we'll start some pruning.
Got to keep drinking.
There's a lot of reworking and a lot of post installation that'll happen, and so it'll be a busy time the next couple of weeks in the vineyard. So we're into that. And then planning some landscaping work, like around here we'll plant some grasses and more trying to secure some of the soil here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of...
this was just all native grasses, and like I said, little native orchids and all sorts of bits and pieces.
Through, but it's important that we try and sow a little bit of stuff to hold the soil together, because if we get a lot of rain, then all of this will just start to erode and wash down. So important that we try and secure it. Looks like there's a little bit of rain on the way Monday, Tuesday next week, so that'll be a welcome sight. But yeah.
Should we, while we're up here, we're almost at the top of the hill, let's keep walking to our top platform, which is called our Pinnacle Platform, and that is the last stop on our wine safari when you do that experience. So that's a really fun experience, actually. It's Darren and I host those, and it's pretty much like a Wine Wednesday chat at home with us here at the vineyard. We visit, the first platform is over there where those big trees are in the middle of the vineyard, next to the Shiraz block there. And then you visit the platform we were just sitting at, doing our little wine chat. And then you come up here, and that is a walking tour. So it's a great way of getting out in the vines, having a chat about wine, tasting a few things along the way, and then having some snacks. You get to ask us any questions you like about the wine. We sort of talk a little bit about the region as a whole, how our family history and how we came to be here. So if you're into your wines, it's a really nice thing to do. You can see around that. It's just a gorgeous evening, actually. I'm so glad that it's like
straight
this.
through there, right through there. That's Lobethal, just over that hill there.
So just around that bend.
And you can sort of see those sort of brown trees through there. So the fire went a long way through there.
So Cuddly Creek, where the fire came from, is over there, over behind where our Pinot vines are there. Yeah. So that's the northwest, and it came through, and you can see here in front of the deck the vines that we've been reworking. And then over there in the vineyard, you can see down this end here where we've been reworking, and then this section here is yet to be done, but that will all need to be cut back as well. So it goes on like everything else, all the work that needs to be done.
Have a look at that deck, Alex. Great
I know,
job.
Look at that deck.
Job. Beautiful.
So I should also say that with the Pinnacle Platform, with the Wine Safari, we have an option there where you can have lunch after as well. So all of these things will be, as soon as we can open and be back to normal, all of these things will start rolling again. And
Kerry, I'll have to ask Louis that, and we'll have to negotiate something there.
Louis comes on all of our Wine Safari tastings, whether people want him to or not.
Hey, mate.
Don't you, mate?
What's up?
You're never too far away.
What's up?
So I might fling it back around so you can
see
us as well. Is that going to do that? I'm not sure that it will.
Light's just beautiful right now. It's actually it's great to be out here at this time of year. You get sort of all those wonderful colours and
haha PK.
Yeah.
It has just been repolished and resealed. So we'll also have a little Mother's Day pack soon available for you. A couple of people have asked me about that. And we will have a Mother's Day pack up on the website soon, and also a gift pack in our tasting room if you wanted to come up and buy that. So we're just working on all of those things at the moment, getting ourselves organised. I'm trying to flip it around, Darren. It won't. I don't know. I'll just have to put it on you. Darren's double parked.
This is your idea.
With his rosé.
Might be better on you.
There we go. Well, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
Here.
Cheers, guys.
Darren can do the final cheers. Louis gone because he's heard the birds. Off he goes. It's been another great catch up. And I can see Richard's comment though. Almost forget about all the troubles in the world. I know. When you're out here,
hope you're enjoying your Gamay, Richard.
It's a beautiful,
Pinot, actually.
a beautiful place to be. So next week we're back, Wine Wednesday at 5:30, and we will be on the Sauvignon. I did actually say Sauvignon last week. I skipped a week and got ahead of myself, but it's actually Sauvignon next week. So we will be tasting both our Sauvignons, our La Francesa and our Cascara Sauvignon. So
make sure this weekend's obviously Anzac Day, so make sure you take a moment, and it'll be a different Anzac Day, but take a moment to think about a few other people.
So we're not open, in our hours are slightly changed this weekend because of Anzac Day, so no wine sales or food sales until 1 p.m. on Anzac Day. but I will be posting on the socials with all of those details. So
hopefully we get some rain and
whoops,
we get
there you go.
a little bit of a change start to happen. It's a bit, being in the farming game, it's a bit too dry at the moment, even though the weather's nice. It'd be nice to see some rain.
There I am.
So.
I'm back.
Beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
Signing off for another week. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers, guys.
We'll see you next Wine Wednesday for Sauvignon.
Bye.
Ciao.